Namato Ratana Tayasa. May I pay homage to Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. My respect goes to my parents and my teachers. Hello, good evening, everyone. So today is Saturday, the 28th of November, and 2020, and this is Achan Sujan from Varapunya Meditation Center, Aberdeen, Scotland. As usual, I'm here with you all tonight. So first of all, just an announcement that our Mindfulness Monday is starting at 12:30 day after tomorrow. And you are most welcome to join. And the link is available in our website, and David has also emailed those who have email addresses, and also posted on a Facebook too. So if you are free and if you would like to join, then you can come and join with us, sharing your experiences as well and some questions. So in the meanwhile, I am thinking that we'll go on live using a Zoom rather than a Facebook straight away, so that I will be able to see you all meditating and listening. Just trying to figure it out how to organize this computer and how to break the time and chanting and meditation sessions. So we'll see how it works. But so far we will still be on this Facebook Live. Continue. So again, I left it yesterday on the stories from the scripture, and that related to the current situation or our understanding of generosity. Before going in, hello Manish, hello David, and Anish from Thailand, Tan from Wolverhampton, Margaret, Karina, and everyone. So thank you everyone for joining tonight. So before going into the story that I left yesterday, I just would like to tell you that there was one very interesting story I would like to share. And that story was that obviously most of the Thai ladies are married with the Westerner, and as a tradition, Thai people would like to make something very delicious and something, very precious things to offer to the monks. And if that is, again, related to the dedication for someone who departed, their grandmother or their parents or any relatives passed away, then they will make a special dish that the particular person who passed away like, and offer it to the monks. And there was this incident happened that actually it happened in Aberdeen. Happened that this gentleman, husband, came up to me and said that why everyone feeds Buddhist monk, and telling that, oh Achan, take this one, oh Achan, take that one, I made it for you specially, like that. And and then he said that why my wife doesn't make food for me like that way. And obviously this is a tradition that Buddhists been practicing, and it is a form of giving and learning to give, and it's a form of accumulation of merits as well. And the reason behind that monks, they offer to the monks as a form of, they are venerated, and monks are always sacrificing their time, their life to the social work. Every time when someone needs, they are there. Like whenever someone needs some helps, then monks are there to support. Further on, when we look at the Buddha's teachings, we realize that offering to any, including animals, we will receive benefit or the merits, but the degree of receiving the merits will be different based on how someone is living a moral life. And as a result of that, stages of the benefit or the merits that one will receive will be different compared to giving someone who is not practicing at least of 5 precepts. And whereas monks are practicing more precepts and living a moral life. Furthermore, if according to the Buddhist philosophy, it says that if you are giving it to someone who is enlightened, and will receive more merits, and even if you have an opportunity to give a dāna or the offering, where the Buddha is as a main, then you will get more benefit, more merits. So that is the story behind that. Buddhists would like to come and offer food to the monks, and especially they have a kind of a misbelief as well that if they make something which is their parents or their deceased ones love this kind of a food, if they offer it to a monk and if monks eat it, then someone who passed away and reborn in somewhere else will receive it. So that's a kind of a little misinterpretation or misbelief is there. But anyhow, this is a tradition that's been practiced. The story is sometimes it's like, they spend so much time making this delicious food, in the name of someone who passed away, and bring it to offer to the monks. And the problem is, if a monk do not pick it, even a spoon of that curry or that sweet, then they will be very upset that, oh, why monk is not eating this? I have spent so much time, delicate and so precious. Now I want to offer it so I will get more merit, and now monk is not eating. Like that. And sometimes, despite not liking, we have to taste the food. Just to maintain their faith, just to maintain their mental state, so that they can gain more merits. They can have more satisfaction. When they go back home, they will feel, yes, I have done good things, and now I got the merits, like that. But they forgot to ask whether monks like it or not. So monks just zip their mouth and take it and eat it. So this is the one. And again, there are other things like, particularly like Thai people, when they come to the temple, one of the very difficult tasks that they always want to do is cleaning a toilet. And cleaning a toilet is something that everybody feels not right, not nice, and everybody wants to just to go away, and just done and then go away. Whereas there are Thai people, particularly, they have this concept that when we are cleaning toilets, it gives more merits, because you are losing your ego, you are dropping your ego, and then you're cleaning for the other members to use it. And that is also a form of a dāna, the generosity. And oftentimes I do feel guilty of not able to clean the toilet quite often. But whenever Thai people come, and they will do it with great happiness and pleasure, even cleaning all the kitchens and all around in the temple. And that's a form of they have this sense of this acquiring a merit. That's something that people do not want to do. They want to do it. So with that, they can gain more merits. And with that, when they see the cleanness, whenever other people comes, when they see the cleanness and the tidiness, they will feel so happy, and that happiness transfer to them. That's the concept they have. So, and this is again, I have seen quite a lot too. There are some people feel disgusting to clean it, but there are those who really want to lose their ego and really want to get the merits. Then they are very happy to go and do it. There's a story that we were, I was very busy and then not able to look at the public toilet, and then was one lady came with the washing all the toiletries, that how to clean the toilets, and they said, "Achan, I want to offer this one, would you please accept me?" And then she said that, and then is it okay if I go and clean the toilets? And then why not? So that shows that they have good faith and good merits that want to accumulate by cleaning that. So that sort of the story is also in a form of a giving, and although it is like giving to the center, but it giving to all the members, those who are coming to use the center, and with that will gain more merits. But what happens is that sometimes your mind, or you want to do, but other things come in between and unable to do it. So this is the story that I left yesterday. There was one story that comes in the scripture, like there was a man, and he is a cowherd. It's like a shepherd. And again, this was my conversation was going with one Christian lady about a month ago, where that in Christianity, whenever we read the Bible, always refer the shepherds, about the shepherd, and even Jesus was known as the shepherd. But in Buddhism, we do not find anything about the shepherds or any sheep, but we will see more about cowherds, more about the cowherds or the horses, like that. So similarly, this story is about one cowherd who was basically paid to look at the cows and then safely bringing back. He was very poor, and what happened was that one day one of the monks, I think it's Moggallana, was the left hand side of the Buddha, who was quite well spiritual, magical power equal to the Buddha, who has got the magical powers or abhinyas equal to the Buddha. He was he saw this cowherds called Gopalaka, cowherds. Life is very short, any time during this afternoon it's gonna die. And then, okay, now I need to help this guy, this cowherd. So with that in mind, Venerable went for arms around, went into the arms around, and when he was going towards this cowherd, he realized that this monk is here to collect the food. He's on arms around. Now, occasionally I have this opportunity to offer food to the monks. Now, this is such a wonderful opportunity, and I have got only this raw, poor class food. And if I give it, I don't have anything to eat. May have to wait for another couple of hours for the evening meals or tomorrow. And with this in his mind, and what he thought that he would like to give, so that I can have some merits. By the time when he was about to go and give food to the venerable monk, he saw that some cows were about to go into another's field where there are crops. So he was in between. Should I go to chase the cows first, so that his life, his earnings, or his boss will not tell him off and will continue hire him, or should I go to give this food to the monk as an offering? While he was juggling with his thought, he thought, and then suddenly his mind was, he decided to go to offer food to the monk first, thinking that if I do not give food to the monks and then go to chase the cows, by that time when I'm returning, monks will be gone, and I will lose my opportunity to offer a dāna, offer a food. So I better go and I give dāna. And for the cows, if they have entered to the other's field, and they will not destroy much. I will rush to chase away the cows from others' field. So having that thought, he went to the Venerable Sariputta, the monk, and then offered the food. And as soon as he offered the food, he rushed to chase the cows. And on the way, what happened was that there was a serpent, a very deadly serpent, was sleeping on the sun, sunbathing. And it happened that when he was rushing to chase the cows, he stepped on the snake, and with that snake bite him, and with this, because of the snake, he fell down, and he didn't look at the cows, but he looked at the monks. He looked at the monk, and he saw the monk was sitting and eating his offering. And with that, he felt so happy and so joy, and he was so he rejoiced in his offering and forgot about the cows. And the story says that immediately after he passed away, simultaneously he was reborn in one of the heavens. And when he was reborn in the heaven, the Venerable Moggallana traveled to heaven and asked how he was reborn in the heavens. So this is a story, but this is the reason behind I'm bringing this story simply to illustrate that oftentimes we do have intention to do good things. We have intention to go and give offerings, whether it is to the monks, whether it is to the homeless, whether it is to someone who need, doesn't matter. All what you need is you want to do, you have a motivation to do, you have an intention to do, and you have items to do as well. And then somehow something happens, like someone called you from your work, or some friends was about to come to visit you, and this time you will be juggling which one is more important and what should be doing it. So in this case, my advice is, whenever you have made a decision to give something to someone, give it. The rest, will leave it. You can go and do it, because it's always a choice. But this opportunity to give, which is a selfless giving, is so important that it's very hard to find, hard to get it. Right? And particularly this time of a pandemic, this COVID-19, so many people are suffering. So many people are relying on someone's donation. Like that's why we have so many food banks around every cities. So in that case, go and give something. If you have decided, go and give something to them immediately after you have made the decision. Do not wait that, okay, I will do it tomorrow or later, because we do not know when is our time of a death coming. Death never waits for us. If the death is there, then it will be. So whenever you have this opportunity to do good things, just do it. Do not wait for that at all. Right? Do not wait for it. It's not worth, because the very moment when you have given, you have kind of a travel check for your good journey to the next place. The most important, again, when you are giving, do not give for your name, your fame, your career, like, but you give it. Like sometimes, I have given so much that sometimes I even forgot about the person that I have given, forgot about what I have given. But somehow later, a couple of months or a year later, someone comes, and he or she came and then say, "Thank you, Ajahn, for your advice. Thank you, Ajahn, for your help." And sometimes I even don't remember that person. But after I have given it, so it gives me happiness, joy, like that. So similarly, we have to forget about what you have given. So there is no giver, there is no object to giving, and then there is no receiver. So you simply give, sake of a giving. Right? And again, when you are giving, the object should be pure too. Do not give an object which is not pure. Like my spiritual father, he's still alive. I think I forgot his age now. I think he's 96 now. He's the abbot of Wat Pak Nam, where I was ordained in Thailand. And now, a couple of years ago, he was in line to be a Supreme Patriarch of Thailand. So high position. It's like a king of Buddhist monks in Thailand. And he was about to enthrone this position. And somehow it appeared that one of the very expensive cars, which was illegally brought in to Thailand, was offered to him in his name for the museum. And he never knew about that, but he simply accepted because this is going to be in the museum. And it is found that one of the 2,000 cars that illegally imported was in his name. And because of that illegally offered, and he didn't know, and he kept it, on the basis of that, he was not given the title. He was not given the title. So that's why do not give something that illegally or not legally acquired items or objects to any monks, because they do not know. And by giving so, it will not bring fruits or a benefit or merits. I remember I was listening one of the talks a couple of months ago. One of the monks was telling that one businessman wanted to offer a nice car to Luang Por Chah. Luang Por Chah being a forest monk, he said, "I don't want." But this businessman insisted him to accept it, and later it is found that try to force a monk to receive this car, because this car was illegally imported to Thailand, and if he keeps it in his home or in his shop, he will be punished. So if he offered that to the monks, then no one will blame to anyone. So in this case, any means, this is not nice. This is not a right offering. So that's why this is very important to understand that when whatever you're giving, make sure that when you are giving is using for the right purpose. Do not give drugs to anyone, and do not give it because the consequences is not good. So that's why the concept of a giving in Buddhism it's so important, that lays the foundation for us, that how our mindfulness and spirituality will grow. It's based on that. Otherwise, we will be very stubborn on the practice of a meditation, but we will not be able to share our knowledge. We will be not able to share our experiences to other members, and not able to express what we have attained. And this is not good. So that's why we have to learn to give from the small things to someone who we respect, and gradually spreading it to everyone, and giving it selflessly. So with that giving selflessly, you will be able to let go of material things, and then as well as your emotional attachment, and finally even you will be able to let go of your personality view. And that is how you will get to progress in the practice of a meditation. And with that you will be able to let go whatever it is as they are, the way it is. So I end here for tonight's reflection. Thank you everyone for listening, and may you all be well and happy. May the Buddha Dhamma Sangha bless you. So with this I end here, and in a few moments time we're going to have evening chanting and guided meditation. You're most welcome to join with us. Until then, good night, and see you shortly. Thank you.